Alan, we go so far back. You don't tell these people how far back we go.
I know, but I wear T-shirts. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right, let's...
I mean...
You hold that.
Okay,
all right.
I keep
It
this.
would take two if the joke didn't work. I
No,
mean,
it's okay.
I don't want no problems.
No, it's okay.
No, hold on.
Hey.
Get in here, because there's some new information coming out about the real cause of DJ Twitch's death. And word on the street is he was allegedly getting clapped by Diddy. Yeah, y'all heard that right. Not only that, but his wife, Allison Holker, was allegedly well aware of it and received payments from Diddy to keep her mouth shut, so he could keep freaking off with her husband. Apparently, Ellen DeGeneres was out here pimping people off to Diddy, and Twitch was unfortunately one of those people. Ellen was already being side-eyed by a lot of people after they began digging into her and found out that she was allegedly attending Diddy's freak-offs. And it looks like Twitch got tired of being a boy toy, and once he decided to stop and expose them, they took him out. Now, some of y'all might not know this, but Ellen used to be real close with Diddy, and he actually made about 17 appearances on her show. However, there's one in particular that stuck with a lot of people, and that's the interview in which he seemingly brought up his infamous freak-off parties and asked Ellen if she knew about them, to which he said yeah. She quickly caught herself slipping and backtracked by saying she knows about the parties because he usually raps about them in his music.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel. You know.
And then it will carry on there?
Yeah. Then No, I mean the after party.
No, I know about them. I'll listen to the music. I've heard that song, After Party.
They was really playing in our faces, y'all. They knew exactly what they meant when they brought up them parties, but they felt so confident talking about it because they knew we wouldn't catch on to the hidden messages in that interview.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times.
Things got even worse when people also brought up the shady death of Ellen's ex-girlfriend, Anne Heche, who died 4 months after Twitch. The real reason why Anne was linked to Twitch's death is that just a few weeks before hers, she spilled the tea about why she and Ellen broke up, and she revealed that she was the one who initiated the breakup because Ellen was always thirsty for money and fame and would do anything, including selling her soul if she was given the chance. I broke up with her because her goal was to have a lot of money. Mine was to find love. And hers was, I want 60 billion. Good luck. Our folks are never going to meet. The further we stay on with this, the further we will be apart. And get this, y'all. Anne also accused Ellen of trying to put her in a mental facility so that she could label her as a crazy person and silence her.
Truth that I spoke, I was hit more, buried more, or despised more, and then had calculated visions and circulations of systems that spun me up and out of the system that would in any way challenge the fact that she was not telling her own truth but another's. Why do you think she tried to put me in an institution, folks? I called my mother. Guess what? 2 people who wanted more than anything to have my truth buried. It was not my timing. I did not and could not ask God for what that would be. All I could do was stay on my truth, do what I was doing, and study this thing called love that we tried to bury. And now I am up and out of the ground. And unfortunately, those 2 women could not shut me down.
not too long after spilling all this tea, Ann mysteriously got into a car accident and suffered severe second-degree burns. She was trapped inside of her burning car for 30 minutes before first responders finally got to the scene. She eventually passed, and according to her autopsy report, she died from inhalation of smoke, the burn she sustained, and a broken sternum. Now, like I said before, Twitch died exactly 4 months after this, and people didn't waste no time connecting the dots. Not only that, but they linked his wife Allison to the whole thing, and Miss Girl does not seem very innocent. According to reports, Twitch checked into the Oak Tree Motel, which was just a 15-minute walk away from the house that he shared with his wife Allison and their 3 kids. Once Allison realized he wasn't home, she tried reaching him, but he wasn't answering the phone. He wasn't answering any of her texts, and his car was still parked at the house. He never went anywhere without his car, and the fact that his car was still parked at the house, coupled with everything else, made her start to panic. So she immediately filed a missing persons report. Soon as the police got details of his disappearance, they put the word out so that anybody who may have seen Twitch can reach out. That was when the motel that Twitch had checked into called the cops to report that they had found Twitch's dead body in the bathroom of one of their rooms. And it was later concluded that he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. A lot of people were not convinced that Twitch had unalived himself. In the top 2 suspects on their list were Ellen and Twitch's wife Allison. He never showed any signs of suicidal ideation, and he honestly seemed like he loved being with his family. And I mean, you really can't tell if somebody's truly happy or not just by looking at them, but people still felt like there was foul play involved. Not only that, but people speculated that someone was allegedly paying off the feds to mess with the investigation and close that case as soon as possible. For example, when he was found dead, it was reported that he didn't leave behind any note. But after TMZ snooped around and found that Twitch had in fact left a note, the feds backtracked and admitted that there was a note containing the reasons why he decided to off himself. This raised a lot of suspicions, because if it was a regular suicide note, why lie about it? Unless, of course, they was trying to hide something. When all this came out, people started speculating that maybe Twitch had been sucked into Diddy's world of freak-offs by Ellen, and he knew way too much. I mean, Ellen literally admitted on national television that she knew the things that was going on in the past. It's not crazy to think that she might have tried recruiting Twitch, but he refused, and they decided to silence him just so that he wouldn't expose them. In fact, Twitch's friend Todrick Hall implied that the entire drama with Ellen getting canceled and some other behind-the-scenes issues that he had with Ellen made him really stressed out, and he believed it had something to do with his death.
It was on Ellen, and Ellen was being canceled. People were looking at him saying, why are you supporting this woman? And I think that is just a lot of pressure. Human beings are not designed to handle that much pressure. And when I was talking about my experience, his face was like, I know. And he was just like, it's a lot.
Now, when it comes to his wife Allison, people did not see eye to eye with her when he initially passed. But some of the things that she did, specifically pertaining to Twitch's money, made a lot of people wonder if she had a hand in his death as well. For starters, it turned out that Twitch died without a will. And according to Radar Online, the first thing Allison did was file a spousal property petition, asking a court to award her half of his estate. She claims that Twitch didn't have a ton of assets when they got married in 2013, so she deserves to inherit it because she basically helped him build it. At the date of marriage decedent, Twitch owned only personal effects of little value. His net worth on the date of marriage was null. There are no written agreements between Twitch and Allison providing for a non-prorated division of the aggregate value of the community property. Just a few months later, she was right back in court again, and this time, not only was she asking for half of Twitch's assets, this time she also wanted to be awarded his future royalties from all of his investments, as well as royalties from Step Up and So You Think You Can Dance, every other venture he was involved in. Allison was coming for everything, honey. And to add the cherry on top, she put the house that she and Twitch lived in on the market for $3.8 million and decided to treat herself by blowing $5 million on a brand new house, which is reportedly even bigger than the one she lived in with Twitch. She made all these changes and cashed out all this money that Twitch had left behind in less than a year of him passing. And people just can't help but wonder if she helped a role in helping Ellen and Diddy take him out so that she could live like a queen with that man money. Now, I have to remind y'all this is all just alleged information, and none of these speculations have been proven just yet. But folks is convinced that this is what happened, and they are currently dragging Diddy, Ellen, and Allison through the mud. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "I always said his death was super suspicious. I'm glad people are getting to the bottom of it. I feel like his wife knew something. Her behavior was just way too suspicious. I definitely feel like he was on the DL too. I said that when I first saw him. It was super obvious." Another person said, "Now it's making a lot more sense that Twitch was taken out. Also, Ellen's ex-girlfriend Ann was taken out. They either gonna expose them or blackmail them." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Twitch allegedly being Diddy's boy toy before he passed? And do y'all believe Ellen, Diddy, and Allison conjured up this plan to take Twitch out? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.